Next, we're going to talk about the rare play chart. In the previous edition of Pocket Panorama, we just had an injuries chart, but now we have a rare plays chart, which incorporates a lot of fun new things that could happen in the game. First thing you'll notice is that this chart is double-sided. One side has just rare plays, and the other side has rare plays and injuries. So if you're the type of person who doesn't want to play your sims or your games with injuries, you can do just the rare plays. If you like to have injuries to make it more realistic, you can use the side with injuries. Let's talk about the side without injuries first. So we've got all sorts of different results here, and then there's some detail, some explanation on how you follow those. We've got pickoffs, rundowns, a runner's hit, and that would mean if a runner was on base and they were hit with a batted ball, say a runner between second and third was hit by a ball going to the shortstop. We've got rain delays, hit by pitches that may result in a pitch rejection, all sorts of fun stuff here. And you can read those explanations when you look at the cards. The one I do want to talk about is the rundown. The rundown involves the exclamation point chart here. So that's, I think, the only one where you're going to need an additional chart to figure out the result. Now, if we flip this over, we've got rare plays plus injuries. You'll notice that rolls of 4 through 9 are injuries. So in this particular case, if you were to roll a 4 through 9, which, by the way, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, but what triggers a rare play is if you roll all 3 dice on the same number. I forgot to mention that up top, but say I rolled an 8, 8, 8, a red 8, yellow 8, and a blue 8, I would look at the 8 rows. So whatever number you roll in threes, triple of that number is what row you look at. So anyway, sorry for not mentioning that at the beginning. But if you were to say, be using this side of the chart with injuries and you roll a 5, 5, 5, this would be a potential batter injury. And it says here, batter fouls ball squarely off front foot mid at bat. So if you do roll an injury, INJ, 4 through 9, you're going to roll the blue die again, and that's going to tell you the severity of the injury. And here's a little mini chart here about the severity of the injury. So let's go ahead and just roll the blue die if you have it. Okay, so blue die lands on 7. So in this case, the batter is okay. Okay means it maybe looked like they were going to be injured, but they shook it off, rubbed some dirt on it, and they were perfectly fine. Okay, let's try to roll again and see something else. Okay, in this case, we rolled a 6, and 6 says GM. That stands for game. That means the batter is going to be taken out of the game, and they have to miss the rest of that game, but that's it. Okay, and then we have MN, which is minor, and MJ, which is major. Minor injuries and major injuries. Now, we purposefully didn't tell you how many games that was going to be because we want to let you decide on your own how long the injuries are going to be. Say you're playing a 30-game replay or a 30-game league. Your major injury may not be as long as if somebody's doing a full 162-game replay or league. So you can tailor those major and minor injuries to whatever length you want that fits your game. So anyway, that is the rare play chart and the rare play and injury chart.